A warm welcome to the students. I am Chef Preeti Sinhal. Today I am going to demonstrate you the chicken stock, which is one of the white stock. A stock is a flavorful liquid made by gently simmering of bones or vegetable in a liquid to extract their flavor, aroma, color, body and nutritive value. Stock is also known as fond in French culinary terms, means the base or the foundation. Normally stock is used as a base to so many dishes like your sauces, your soups, then stews, breast dishes, etc. Now let's move to the procedure where I will show you the ingredients. Let's start with the ingredients. Now about the ingredients, let's talk about it. Stock ingredients are divided into three categories mainly. The nutritive, the aromatics and liquid and seasoning. For nutritive, the chicken bones are used in this preparation. For aromatics, meer pawa, which is a mix of onion, carrot, leeks and celery. The bouquet garni, which is a mix of herbs. And for the seasoning, salt and liquid is water we have used. For this chicken stock preparation, I am using half a kg of chicken bones, 1.5 liter of water. For aromatics in bouquet garni, I am using thyme, parsley, bay leaf and a little leeks stock which I am going to tie that. Now what is a bouquet garni? Bouquet garni is a French term that means bundle of herbs. Usually it contains as parsley, thyme, bay leaf or we can use celery leaves also. So how we are going to prepare that? We are going to take in that we are going to add the parsley stock, a little bit of thyme. Thyme is a little mild kind of a herb, so it will give a nice flavor. In that we are going to put the bay leaf. Now it is supposed to be, or it is better if we tie that with a thread. So later when we are making the stock, when we are going to put the bouquet garni in that, the removal of that becomes easier. So this is how a bundle needs to prepare of the bouquet garni. Now let's move to the next one, which is our meer pawa. Now meer pawa is a combination of carrots, onion, celery and leeks. In that I am using a medium size of onion, a medium size of carrot, 2 inches of leeks and some 2 inches of, I can say, celery stalks. Now let's start with the process of stock making. For that we need to blanch the bones. For that we are going to place the bones in the stock pot properly. In that I am going to add the cold water. Now why do we need to blanch the bones? To remove the impurities, we need to blanch the bones. We need to be very, very careful. All the bones needs to be submerged or the liquid should be above the bones. Let the boiling start. Okay, why do we need to blanch the bones? So the impurities which is present in that can be removed or can be coagulated, and with that the final product or the stock will not become cloudy. The property of the stock will be clear. For that let it boil. Now let's talk about the very important or main ingredients, which are bones, which contributes the predominant flavor of the stock. If we are using chicken, so it will have a chicken flavor to it. Likewise the other animal's bone we are using or bird's bone we are using, it will give the flavor of that. It gives body to the stock. When certain connective tissues breaks down, they form gelatin and that gives the body to the stock. As now you can see some of the impurities in the form of blood and all are coming up. If you can see little bit of movement in the water, it will start boiling slowly. Once it will boil, I am going to strain it, wash it again with the normal cold water, and then we are going to again start with the next procedure of the stock making. Now as you can see, the boil has come in that, and you can see the impurities has come on the surface. That was the whole purpose of doing the blanching. Now we are going to off the gas, and I am going to strain it, wash it with the cold water again, and then we are going to start the next procedure of the chicken stock. Now as I told you, I am going to strain it, the bones, and wash it, and it is ready. Again we are going to start with the procedure. In that I am going to place the bones in the stock pot, arrange it properly. In that I am going to add the cold water. The very important thing is we start again with the cold water. The reason to start with the cold water is it allows the blood and proteins to dissolve. Slowly as the water warms, the protein solidifies and float to the surface, which can be skimmed off. Now let's start the boiling process. Okay, now what I am going to do is, I am going to take one boil, and then I am going to lower the heat. There are some golden rules or some very important points which we need to take care. One thing, all the bones should be submerged in the or dipped in the water properly. Once the first boil comes, then I am going to add the mirpawa and the bouquet garni. The reason to add them later is they do not overboil and does not become very mushy. One more point about the mirpawa is, I have kept, if you can see, I have kept the pieces of the vegetable in a bigger size. So if they are in smaller pieces, they become mushy and it will make our stock cloudy, which absolutely we need to avoid. So let the water boil once. After that we are going to simmer, which is the second golden rule of the stock. After one boil, when we are going to simmer it, we are not going to boil it again. It will be always on a simmer heat, where we are going to reduce it. We are going to extract the flavor of the bones or aromatics. Why don't we boil? Because what happens, at simmer the ingredients releases the maximum flavor without breaking down into smaller pieces. Now as I told you, we'll put it on a high heat till the first boil come. Over here you can see a nice boil has come. Now I am going to reduce it or reduce the heat to the so it will come on the simmer. As it will simmer slowly, the again little bit of impurities will come on the surface, which we need to continuously scum. For scumming, we need to take one bowl and one perforated spoon. With that we are going to scum whatever is the impurities is coming on top. The purpose of removing these impurities to obtain a very clear chicken stock. The final product should be absolutely clear and little bit of, it should not have any color, as it says the white stock. Now we are going to simmer it for 1.5 hour, around 1 to 1.5 hour, and let all the flavor and aroma infuse to the liquid. This is how the scum or the impurities is going to come, and we are going to remove it. Okay. Now after removing, once we are going to add the meer pawa to it, the onions, the carrot, leeks and celery. In that we are going to add what we made bouquet garni, that we are going to add to it. As it will simmer, the vegetable will leave their aroma, the bouquet garni will also leave their aroma and flavor to it. Let it simmer for 1.5 hours, and then we are going to strain it with a conical shape of strainer. In that we are going to add the muslin cloth, or put the muslin cloth on top of that, and we are going to strain it. So let it simmer. As the stock has now simmered for around 1.5 hours, it has taken a nice flavor from all the ingredients, where there is a bones, there is a meer pawa and the bouquet garni. After that, I am going to strain it, where we are using a conical shape of strainer, which is known as chinua. In that I have put a muslin cloth, which will strain it much better. So now I am going to strain it. Very carefully, this is a very important step, where the solid part should stay at the bottom. It should not move too much, otherwise the clarity of the stock will hamper. So over here I am going to strain it with the ladle. When all the liquid almost, which I can take out from the ladle. Now off the gas. Slowly. As I am not agitating too much or moving my spoon too much in the stock. Slowly, carefully we have to strain. Now after straining, it is very important that we cool down the stock properly. After cooling down, it needs to be stored properly, which needs to be done at the cooler place in a closed lid container. As you can see, I am straining nicely, and you can see a beautiful white color, and it is very clear. You can see the clearness in the bowl. Now almost the stock has been removed. Now we can lift the stock pot with the help of the dusters, and I am going to carefully strain it. Do not move too much the pot. The solid part is at the bottom. As slowly I am reducing it. Now you can see all the solid part is at the bottom side, and it has been nicely strained. We have a very nice white colored stock which does not have any impurities on the surface. This is how the white stock should be prepared. After that, the next important part is season it. You might be thinking why I have not seasoned it earlier. The reason behind it, if we put the seasoning in the very start, what happens, we don't know how much it is going to reduce, or in 1.5 hours it reduced a lot the quantity. So if we season it earlier only, then it might possible it will become a salty one. So right now, after straining, I am going to season it very little, very mild. That's it. And we are going to nicely stir. This is how the stock should be. It should not be very strong. It should not take the taste of the main food. This is how it should be. As you can see, the stock has taken a nice flavor of the chicken bones. It is nice, clear and white in color. It's very clear as we can see in the bowl. So that is why I have taken this bowl. So you can see the clarity of the stock. This is how the stock should be. I hope this session is a good learning for your students, and I'm sure and I would request you practice making of the chicken stock at home. Hope you have enjoyed this session, and best of luck. Have a good day. Thank you.